What's up, gamers? As you can see, I've got some really cool gamer lights going on in the background now.
Wow. They're so bright that you had to wear your sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly. The future's so bright for this gamer. Everywhere I look, it's just too blinding for me. It actually does look a little too bright. I might go turn those down a little bit.
It actually is pretty damn bright.
Yeah, I'm a fix. Let me put the lights on in front of me.
Zach, you're looking like a failed movie starring Will Smith, because that is bright.
Wow, that was good, Bridge. Wow.
Roll back the clock on bright
Holy
references. That
shit.
movie sucked.
It did. Folks, what is up and welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer as we start the final case of the video game. I'm your host, Zach, joined by our voice actor, Wes.
Howdy ho, boys and girls.
And our actual lawyer, Pridge.
We gotta hurry up. I got a hard out at 9 o'clock for that first Republican primary debate.
Pridge, wow, you got your money on.
My money is just on whether Ron DeSantis does that horrifying, unhumanly laugh thing he does.
Yeah, his laugh is something else.
If they can catch him one time with his weird homunculi laugh, then we got him, folks.
Homunculi laugh.
Oh, I like that. Folks, if you like this, you can catch us live on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam as we get into the finale of this game, which will probably be within the next at least 2 months. Get hyped for that, and if you'd like to support us, we really appreciate it. Head over to patreon.com/SaveDataTeam, where for just $2 a month, you get access to the full VOD channel of every single stream we do. $5 lets you vote on one of our variety streams, as well as get your name included as an NPC in our D&D campaign saving throw. New episode going to be streamed tomorrow night. Can't confirm that. And at the $10 level and above, you get your name included in this Patreon song. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all our Patreons! Burger Bun, Mr. Cola Bun, Andy Cosmo, Dave Hall, Lucha, and Sofino. HSM, Ernless, Crow Knight, Danny, Antilester, Kevin Nation, Shadowed, Navi. Witch Tower, Sky, Hurlocide, Self Aria, Arky, Forensic Technic, Cole, JFJ, Mystic, Woody. Leprechaun, Jacob L, Go, Zeppeli, Sheber, Steam, Ryger, Rilla, Jolie, Baron Esper, BBC, What, and Sherlock's, Mr. Mochasil, Art, Ami, Borshak. Anna, J.K., Warner, Wallstrom, Ari, Diego Garcia, Oh Night Boomer, Emily. Mega Zero, Big Curbo, Who Needs to Sleep, Alea, Yakta, Estever, Entropy, Daedric and Serafina, Sealamgar, Chrissy, and Tasty Marbar. Taco Sensei, QB Nagashi, don't forget the Jester and Haruka Naegi. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Slime, Rick Rats, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring Scribe, Zeal Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Shade the Punisher, Sevilla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all, gotta thank 'em all our Patreons. Oh?
So guys, after we learned about Kazuma's dad being the professor, and last week we learned about Iris's dad maybe being Makotoba, whose dad are we going to learn about today? Is this the episode where we learned that Clint Van Zeeks was Ryan's father? Maybe.
Whoa. Now that's a theory that I'd come up with.
Van Zeeks is actually his uncle.
But that's
I mean we haven't gotten anything on Ryan's parents.
Maybe
right?
does Ryan even have parents?
He's an anime protagonist.
He a synthetic human?
Of course he doesn't have parents. But that's just a theory, a dad theory. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for dad.
Thanks for dadding. With that all out of the way, let's get back into the game. The resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh shit, cutscene time.
Ooh. This one isn't even a Sherlock Holmes thing anymore.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They're just like, yeah, we're done with that.
Oh, it's not actually a cutscene, just a dramatic title card.
Yeah, I cranked the volume up because I thought we were going to get a cutscene there.
We got baited, folks.
Surely
There's
did.
just a fancy title card.
Ooh.
Was that always so dramatic?
I don't believe so. That was a little bit more intense there, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So, the time's finally come. Today, we unravel everything. Well, no, it's going to take several weeks, I'm sure.
You wish.
Be counting on your... She
like,
does not
really?
give a fuck right now. She's all just like, I couldn't sleep last night. I'm so hungover. Jesus God. I'll be counting on your support more than ever today, Miss Usato. Miss Usato?
Yeah, sorry, I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh no! What's the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Why are you upside down?
Nothing. I was just saying that I'd be relying on your support today, but...
I'm so sorry. Of course, I know I can be rather incompetent at times, but
it's never true.
I shan't let you down.
Would you mind helping me on my feet, then?
Oh dear, I'm really very sorry. Even though my dad totally boned some other lady and had a pink-haired little girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll figure that out later. Susato-san isn't her usual self at all. That's hardly surprising, I suppose. She's just found out that her father is the partner of a world-famous detective. Not to mention...
Chet, take notice.
I don't think that part is throwing her off.
Yeah.
Chet, take notice. This is the face of daddy issues.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, man, I genuinely forgot that we were defending him. So much has happened.
Why'd she call him sir?
Because it's the second day of a case. The defendant's not relevant anymore.
That's very true. Lord Van Zeeks!
She totally flipped your ass. That was awesome.
Like a
You'll
pancake.
have to teach me how to do that. Thank you for all your efforts yesterday.
Oh, did I hear that correctly?
I was
What?
talking about.
I don't know.
Kazuya.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no, nothing. Just, I hope we can clear things up today. I really can't make this man out. His face says, I hate you, but his words are almost jovial today. In fact,
It's like he's hot and he's cold.
he's yes and
yes
he's
and
no.
he's no. He's in, then he's out, he's up and he's down.
In fact,
He's just white.
that's really good. In fact, he hasn't been very Reaper-like at all since this all began yesterday.
Lord Van Zeeks isn't the Reaper, Mr. Naruhodo.
Good point. Did you forget that?
You were saying I was the Reaper?
Did you forget that, Ryan?
Fuck you, dude. The Reaper? I suppose in hindsight, I shouldn't have allowed that misconception to go unchallenged.
Huh? I swear to God, if we have to ask about what he means by that, I'm about to be really annoyed at Ryan.
It was my tacit acceptance of that pseudonym. My failure to stop the Reaper becoming something more than a mere legend that led to all of this.
Yeah, at what point do you say, should I maybe stop the person who's murdering people and everyone's blaming it on me? Because it got to apparently like 15 murders. Like somewhere between 2 and 3, you'd think he'd start saying, okay, I should probably clamp down on this before it becomes an issue for me.
Listen, Van Zeeks, if I learned anything from the VeggieTales movie, Larry Boy and the Fib from Outer Space, it's that the longer you let a lie go unchallenged, the bigger out of hand it gets, and then it can come back and become a giant kaiju and kill a bunch of people. So
Shout out to
that's what I have
VeggieTales,
to
I
say about
guess.
that.
We're cool with the VeggieTales guy still, right? Relatively
I
speaking.
don't know. It's weird Christian propaganda for kids.
It is.
Are
It is, but he did have a weird moment on Twitter where he said, like, is it Bob the Tomato is trans or some shit? But he was kind of trolling somebody, but he was trolling somebody who was even more conservative than him. It's a whole thing.
Don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything bad with VeggieTales. I just don't know if we should stand it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
No, listen. I grew up with that shit, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna make VeggieTale references till the cows come home, man.
But you're not to blame for that, Lord Van Zeeks.
It's only because serious crime in the capital dropped off so sharply when the public started calling you that. That's why you didn't say anything, isn't it?
To be frank.
God damn it,
I
Vance.
forgot about this bit.
Why would you do that to me? Well, my name is Frank Van Zeeks now. I'm not sure that was the sole reason.
You wanted to sound like a badass. It's cool. What do you mean?
There was a rumor at the time that the Reaper was really the ghost of my late brother.
Oh.
What is the truth? My brother is a ghost and he's killing people?
That having been slain by that evil killer, Clint's restless spirit returned as some sort of demigod. Whoa, demigod?
That's pretty insane.
Listen, a ghost? Demigod? I don't know if those are the same. If you could put those on a scale and they'll even out. That's
Also, this line rips.
Mm-hmm.
To wield a deadly blade of justice where I, by dint of the law, could not.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yes, we've heard that story too.
When I lost him, I felt as though I'd lost my guiding light. I didn't know where to go or what to do. And so, I invested in Bitcoin.
What? No!
In some small way. I wonder if perhaps those rumors made me feel his absence a little less keenly. Even if I knew it was just an illusion. Just some nonsense conjured by an over-imaginative public.
He was obviously extremely important to you. Lord Clint Van Zeeks. The coolest guy with the lamest name.
Well, what's important now is uncovering the truth. That's all that matters. I know that you didn't take anyone's life.
Oh, well, that's not true. Just not in this.
I
Particular
I
case.
took explicitly one person's life. Now, why would you say that?
It just wasn't illegal when I did it.
What does that even mean? And I intend to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt in court today.
I never thought I'd say this. But I can see it in your eyes. That burning desire to cut through all the lies and deception. I can't deny it any longer. You are a lawyer of absolute integrity.
Vindication! Could I get that in writing, please?
Don't push your luck.
Today is opposite day, by the way.
Ah, he got me! Thank you.
Now tell me, why do I detect the scent of expensive tea leaves in the air?
What? I mean, it's gonna be Iris, yeah.
Iris?
Oh, Iris! When did you get here?
Oh,
Where'd she go? I brought you one of my special blends. Hurley loves it. He says it helps him clear his head. Because of all the drugs in there.
I thank you.
Oh.
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's surely the first and last time I'll ever see a sight like this. You seem different today, Iris.
Oh.
Sort of subdued, I suppose.
I am not.
What happened yesterday is obviously still playing on her mind a lot. Yeah, Ryan, I'd fucking say so. She's clearly very troubled about having stolen that autopsy report from Dr. Syme's laboratory. I mean, maybe something else with a little bit more importance relating to her.
And...
Alright then. Good luck to you both. I have to make a move now.
Oh, you're not staying.
I thought you'd want to watch today's proceedings.
Yeah, Ryan is rolling a nat 1 on his insight checks right now.
Well, I'd like to cheer you on, obviously. But I've got lots to get ready.
Get ready? For what?
Oh, yes. Would you take this?
You didn't answer the question, Iris. Isn't that one of the little felt dolls that's usually dangling around your knapsack?
Yes. It's a lucky charm. A little Hurley that I made once.
A Hurley? It looks more like a Hairley to me. Wow. Waka waka.
If for some reason you completely run out of options in the trial today,
What, throw this down?
then just pull this little Hurley's ears as hard as you possibly can.
Iris, is there a nerve agent in there? You have to tell me legally. What?
If not, it's entrapment.
Pull his ears?
And then issue the code 0218650218
11037 or Leon.
or
8008135.
Yep.
It's boobies. It's very funny.
That seems inappropriate for you, Iris, but sure.
That's Zach. Anyone any age can laugh at the word.
You're not wrong.
Okay?
It's objectively a funny word.
For all
English,
ages.
maybe you
that
shouldn't.
joke is for all
Maybe you
ages.
shouldn't have made that one of the words.
That's right. It's a way to bring good luck. I think you might need it.
Okay, I've been told to tug on its ears
Oh,
if I run out of
boy.
options today.
All right.
I really,
Here's
hope
our.
I really hope that comes into play.
I really hope it
It's a-
does. God, please let
It's
it.
our Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
You got Deus Ex Machina.
You think what we'll need is luck?
I just sneaked a peek inside the courtroom,
And?
and it seemed very different to normal.
Oh, what happened? Yes. It would
What
seem
happened to the courtroom?
that suddenly someone has decided to pull out all the stops.
I'm assuming this is Strongheart, but
Probably.
what does that mean?
What about Mr. Sholmes, Iris?
I don't know. He was out all night and he hadn't come home by the time I left this morning.
Also, where's your dad, Susato? What were they doing all night?
I see.
Was Professor Mikota about all night too, do you think, Miss Susato?
Yes, it would appear so. It would seem so. I telegrammed the hotel this morning.
Oh God, am I going to have another half-sister after tonight?
And they said, "Oh, you mean that guy who totally fucks? He had like 5 women over here." And apparently they didn't come back to their rooms last night at all.
They?
Father
Oh.
and Judge Jigoku.
Interesting. Judge Jigoku too?
That's right. Nobody appears to have seen either of them since yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Court is about to be in session. Please make your way inside the courtroom at once.
Good luck then, Runo. Good luck, Susie.
Yes. Thanks, Iris.
And you, Mr. Reaver. I hope it goes well.
Please stop calling me that. Once again, I thank you for the delicious tea. It was very soothing.
Oh, by the way, Van Zeke, she might be half Nipponese.
Ah!
Oh, never mind. This tea was shit. Oh, I'm so glad.
We must go inside now, Lord Van Zieks.
Lord Van Zieks has always been the formidable prosecutor I've had to lock horns with in court. But not today. Today I battle with another in pursuit of the truth. My best friend, Kazuma Asogi, who I trust more than anyone else in the whole world. Now I understand what it was that drew me here to Britain all those months ago. I mean, it was him and then he died, but sure. Now I know exactly what destiny had in store for me. It's all been leading up to this one day, to this one trial, to this one final reckoning.
I must now show the resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Oh, you said the thing.
And then credits start to roll.
And they're like, wait, no, we didn't finish the game. All right, let's find out why the courtroom is surprisingly different today somehow.
Oh, yeah.
It's on fire.
Oh, I mean, it seems like
There's no one here.
there's people here.
Nope.
In the background, at least. I mean, the judge wasn't here. It feels even more oppressive here than it did yesterday. There are cold stares piercing me like knives from all sides today.
Mr. Naruhodo, look!
I thought that might be what happens.
Very good, very good. I was like, I was gonna see how long you could go on that one. The judge tipped $5, saying, "There's a brony in my chair." That's really good.
Oh, I didn't realize that I wouldn't get to do the judge anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed about that. I liked British Judge.
I know. I liked my judge.
Mm-hmm. Lord Strongheart! Kazuma must have known beforehand.
The ramifications of this trial now extend far beyond the murder of one Scotland Yard inspector. In fact, events have come to light that threaten to rock the very foundations of our country's legal system. The escape of a condemned criminal on the night of his execution, the subsequent unlawful shooting of the man, and the revelation that prison staff must have been complicit in the jailbreak. Britain is currently hosting influential members of the judiciary from countries all around the world. It is imperative that we uncover the truth in these proceedings to avoid international embarrassment. By royal decree, this will continue to be a closed trial.
Ooh, he stood up.
You can stand up behind there? And one over which I, Miles Strongheart, exercise total and unequivocal authority.
Wait, are we still doing summation examinations without a jury? Like,
yeah, you just gotta pit him against himself.
You have to convince me 6 times.
what? the 6 jurors' flames just...
As was the case in yesterday's proceedings, those here present in the public gallery are distinguished members of our judiciary, assembled to bear witness to a fair, judicial process.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the first time we've ever seen him not in his office, too. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Stoop Kid isn't afraid to leave his stoop after all.
Wow. I mean, he is on a stoop right
That's
now,
true,
technically,
yeah.
so... He just moved from one stoop to
I
another.
hope at some point we see a bunch of doves fly around in the background. Just like, he's like, I brought them here.
Oh my
you
god,
know?
yeah.
It doesn't feel like home without it.
Wait a minute. If he's Stoop Kid, does that mean the doves are Pigeon Man?
Oh, another good hair reference.
Ah. In other words, a collection of your acolytes, Lord Strongheart. On a personal note, I find this most distressing, Lord Van Zieks. You are a prosecutor of exceptional talent. Much like your brother Clint, in fact.
Oh,
God!
That was cool.
That's a good gavel. That's a good gavel sound. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. For the trial of Barack Van Zieks, who officially stands accused of murder.
If they were gonna do birds, it would have been there.
Yeah. Counsels for the prosecution and defense, are you in full readiness to proceed?
The defense is ready, my lord.
As is the prosecution. Yesterday's proceedings brought to light a shocking and disturbing fact. There was a side to the victim, Inspector Tobias Gregson, that was unknown to his superiors at Scotland Yard.
But it was known to me because I'm the bad guy.
Has that become
apparent enough yet?
Yes, he was carrying out operations in secret, which Scotland Yard knew nothing about. And in those clandestine operations, he had an accomplice. Mr. Daily Vigil, who would be given the inspector's identification and present himself around the capital in order to establish credible alibis for Gregson. In that way, Gregson appeared to be carrying out his regular Scotland Yard work when in fact he wasn't. At the end of yesterday's session, Mr. Vigil, who had been suffering from amnesia, regained his memory. It would appear he buried his memories of the time deep inside himself as a means of self-preservation. Because whilst he was engaged as chief warder at Berkeley Prison, he abetted the convict's escape. Mr. Vigil is currently recuperating at St. Sinners. He's recovered enough to give a signed statement about his movements on the day prior to the incident. He's formally admitted to posing as Gregson whilst investigating the Red-Headed League. Which brings us to the crucial issue of the victim's time of death. The defense yesterday proposed a suggestion that the victim may have been killed one day earlier. This was based largely on the discovery that the victim's pocket watch had not been wound.
And the fact that I told the coroner not to include a time of death, making it incredibly suspicious. By the way, have I established that I'm the bad guy yet? I'm gonna keep
just
checking
in case
in.
it wasn't clear.
One thing I'm really looking forward to is how they deal with the fact that obviously we're all in the camp that Strongheart is the ultimate villain. How is it going to be revealed if he is also the judge of this case? Like, how does that what do you do in that? Pritch, has a trial ever happened where halfway through it turned out the judge presiding was the actual murderer?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you know how in a regular trial when they find out that the person accused didn't do it, and so they have to find who really did it, and they point the fingers at the judge. How many times has that happened, Bridge?
What's easy? What's gonna happen is it's gonna be Judge Jigoku with the chair. Gonna jump down,
actually,
gonna jump down from the audience and slam
That would
him.
be really cool.
Actually,
Chair.
I bet that's what's
That
gonna
would be
happen.
pretty hype. That'd be pretty hype.
Yeah.
I'm not even from this country, but I'm doing this shit now.
Yep, I 100% bet that's what's gonna happen. The prosecution has something to report on that subject, my lord. Really? Go ahead, Prosecutor Asogi. I met once again with the coroner yesterday to discuss the issue. She confirmed that the defense's suggestion could not be ruled out. It's entirely possible that Inspector Gregson was killed on 31st October, the day before his body was discovered. I have here an updated autopsy report that includes the amended details.
Son of a bitch!
They did it! They did the fucking thing, folks! Oh my god!
Check out these updated autopsy reports. Did Greg, son of a bitch, not tell you?
That was good.
But the official opinion of the investigation team was made clear yesterday.
Instead of gumfuck Greg, son of a bitch, that was good. No, I appreciate that.
That the time of death was 5 p.m. on 1st November.
Mm-hmm.
There are indications of an attempt to disguise the real time of death, however. It seems that the natural decaying process of the victim's body may have been slowed by keeping it chilled. That's out of the question.
Motherfucker, you gonna tell me fridges haven't been invented yet? Y'all don't have ice? Y'all don't know what ice is? What? Oh, right, I forgot about this detail.
There are no refrigeration devices in that part of London large enough to accommodate a human corpse.
My lord!
Did you think about Okiura Fishery?
Thank you, Fridge!
Oh no! I've forgotten about the ye old Okiura fishery.
But don't worry, Renju didn't own it though, so it's okay. It can't be relevant to the case.
He can have no connection to it because he doesn't personally own it.
My lord, this is more than just conjecture. There's evidence to support the idea. We must investigate it thoroughly.
Very well. The court will now accept the new report as evidence. However, if this updated report is deemed to be accurate, it would give renewed significance to the movements of the victim on the day before the Fresno Street incident.
Actually, let me see really quick. What is the details of this updated autopsy? I guess it's just...
Pull the ears now! Just do it now!
Fuck it. Wait, what if we did it right now?
I bet it won't let you.
Oh, I can't find anything out of place. Oh, no, okay.
What a charming little rabbity version of Mr. Sholmes. Do you suppose this is how Iris sees him?
What? Susato, what?
I personally see him as a bear, but I guess, what animal do you see Mr. Sholmes as, Ryan?
What do you think
And her
this
eyes
is?
just go cross-eyed.
What do you think this is? The hit anime Odd Taxi? Shout out to the no one who will get that reference.
Yeah.
Are you all right, Mr. Naruhodo? Your eyes are veritably boring into the poor doll's ears.
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering. What do you suppose would happen if I were to tug at its ears with all my might right now?
Do it!
I'm sure that we'll find out when the time is right. When the game tells us, Mr. Naruhodo, to become a proper gentleman, you really must learn stoic patience.
But I want to know! But I want it now, Daddy!
Me too!
Wait, well, so where's Gregson's updated autopsy?
I don't think it's.
It hasn't been entered yet.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten the...
Yeah, you're right. Right, so it means that he still could have done
Wow,
something.
Zach. You gotta learn stoic patience if you want to be a proper
You're
gentleman.
right.
It would, yes. Especially since on that day, Inspector Gregson was using Mr. Vigil to cover up his real movements. It's conceivable that he was killed in the course of his secret activities. Do I sense that the prosecution has some information regarding those activities that I told you about? Scotland Yard put an enormous effort into investigating that precise matter yesterday. I think we should begin by presenting the results of that investigation work. So the prosecution calls its first witness now.
Oh, it's Gina.
Oh, hey!
I was just saying, it's like, I don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really curious. State your name and occupation for the court.
We do usually bring up Gregson first, so with Gregson gone, I
Yeah.
guess this is the
Yeah.
this is the reasonable alternate.
You're taking up the mantle, Gina.
Where's your
Inspector
fish-
Gina
where's your fish and
Lestrade
chips?
reporting. Representative of Scotland Yard.
God damn it, Gina. Never change. But do change.
A self-conferred rank, but never mind.
Gina? Again?
What's your problem,
I didn't say that
Odo?
out loud! How did you know?
What's with that? Gina? Again? Look, The boss meant the world to me. He done more for me than anyone else ever did. Even you, who got me acquitted of murder, he did more for me than you did.
God damn it.
Oh? Inspector Gregson, you mean?
He got me out the back slums on the East End and took me under his wing. Taught me that life can have a purpose. So that's why I'm the best person to be standing here speaking for him. Oh, Gina.
Right. All out of the goodness of Gregson's heart. Not at all that he's had his arm twisted by Mr. Sholmes. No, I mean, Ryan, calm down a little bit. He did do a very nice thing and did seem to care about Gina.
Yeah. Don't be a dick
Yeah.
about it.
What's relevant to these proceedings is that the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigations yesterday has revealed that the victim was carrying out some assignment the police knew nothing about. Very troubling.
That face. Lord Strongheart knew. I mean, yeah, come on.
Oh, wow. Who would have seen that coming? So, Inspector Lestrade, let's hear exactly what it says in that report.
Coming right up, sir.
she gets one line out, and Strongheart's like, I've heard enough. Guilty.
All Yard detectives are supposed to follow orders and investigate what they're told. But a little search of the boss's office turned up a notebook that had load of secret meetings in it.
She said in it! Beep, beep, beep.
In it? Bruv.
According to that, the boss was looking into some smuggled goods dealing that day. Looks like it was a big job and all, but the coppers weren't onto it yet. What matters most is, there's witnesses what saw the Reaper at the place too.
And who were these witnesses? Were they male Strongheart? Why, yes, I did see him go into the building.
I was there doing evil things.
Smuggled goods?
I don't know, do I? I'm just telling you what was written in the book.
Tobacco, tea, spices, medicines, goods of all sorts flow into London by illegal channels from across the globe. It's worth pointing out, he didn't say weed. Kazuma is 420 friendly. Smoke him if you got him, kids. Beep, 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 beep. It's well known that they're disposed of at regular black markets that take place in the capital. But the police are rarely able to locate them in time.
So, Inspector Gregson was investigating one of those black markets?
It's been suggested that high-ranking government officials may be involved in black market activity.
Rainbow.
However,
Like
I
me.
would know nothing about that.
Also, Rainbow the Dragon Cat points out, Wes, if that was true, that implies he's anti-medicine and tea and spices.
Yeah, exactly.
Kazuma hates medicine, loves weed though. Can't stress that enough. He rips fat stacks. The reason his bandana was constantly blowing in the wind is because he was constantly vaping and it was pushing the bandana back.
It's constantly
It's
vaping.
nothing. It's nothing. But
When you vape so hard it push your bandana back. Now, Zach, I 100% read this one.
but could you do it again for me?
It's been suggested that high-ranking government officials may be involved in black market activity. No doubt Gregson was trying to avoid details of his investigations being leaked to the involved parties. That would explain why he was operating on his own authority, without the Yard's knowledge.
And do we know where the dealings were taking place this time?
In a particular room of a certain exclusive London gentleman's club. And on the day in question, the accused is known to have been there. That's the conclusion of Scotland Yard's investigation into the matter.
Wait, Van Zieks went to a gentleman's club? Bro, I'm sure gentleman's club means something wildly different than it does right now, but that's really funny to me.
Yeah, there were a lot of gentlemen there for Van Zieks to ogle.
That can't be!
It's not gentlemen's with an apostrophe. It's gentlemen's plural.
Yeah.
There are multiple gentlemen there.
We haven't heard anything about any of this!
Members of the club have testified to it. There's no question. The accused, Barek Van Zieks, was present. That would be very significant testimony, then.
Oh my, but... Lord Van Zieks has made no mention of this at all.
Well, Susato, it's just like every accused person to leave out details that would help us win the case, now isn't it?
Oh, woo, don't be angry at me. In short, Lord Van Zieks had ample opportunity to murder the victim.
They're gonna do that every time, aren't they?
God! God, yeah, that's.
I can't wait
rad.
for
That's
when the
rad.
crowd gets like rowdy and he has to like triple slam it.
Ooh. Very well then. Counsel for the defense, begin your cross-examination.
The victim's movements.
Ew, gross. I don't want to know about those.
It wasn't bowel movements, Wes. It was just movements.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so wait, did we get the actual updated autopsy report now?
Maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, maybe the one that we got from the investigation is already updated.
Victim was shot close range. Firearms from members of the judiciary. I think that's all normal.
I mean, obviously, evidence suggests
it's the time of death.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what got updated.
Yeah.
All right. And then we also got. Oh, it's just that. I think.
Do it. It's
I
time.
don't think it's time, unfortunately.
God damn it.
All yard detectives are supposed to follow orders, investigate what they're told. Okay, I'm gonna assume there's nothing to contradict that one. Little search of the boss's office turned up a notebook that had a load of secret meetings in it. Also, why has this not been entered in the court record yet? We can't look at that, right? The fuck?
Nope. Maybe press it and see if we
can we get that?
Get it at it.
Hold it!
So you went through Inspector Gregson's things? I mean, yeah.
Yup, as part of the independent Lestrade investigation.
I'm sure your superiors would be delighted that you're taking the initiative.
So I snuck into his office when no one else was about.
Just like Van Zieks did.
Because if anyone at the yard had seen me going in there, they'd have turfed me straight out onto the street.
This is sounding less and less like an investigation, and more like something else.
The prosecution understands that it was this very detective who discovered the notebook.
Well, to be fair, it was the dog.
You got that right. Nothing gets past Inspector Lestrade and her trusty assistant, Chief Inspector Toby. We found it hidden in one of his dish drawers that had a false bottom.
A false bottom? What is this, my Ace Attorney game? That's impressive!
So then I went to hide myself when no one could find me so I could have a butcher's at what was written in it. Because if anyone at the yard had found me out, they'd have turfed me straight out on the street. I've given it in now, though, ain't I? And if it weren't for me, it would never have been found.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see it.
According to that, smuggled some goods dealings. Saying goods dealings is really hard.
Good.
It feels weird.
Smuggled goods dealing.
Do you have any idea what those dealings? Ryan, stop asking the questions that are already gonna be answered.
Yup! It was all there in the boss's notes. Let's see if I can remember.
As I already said, the illegal dealings were due to take place at the Gentleman's Club.
Yes, I remember. But I was hoping to find out the name of the club, so, you know, maybe I could go there later and ogle.
That won't be necessary.
What?
It's conceivable that the club might be used again by the smugglers in future. Therefore, the prosecution has been asked not to reveal the name in these proceedings.
God damn it. Also, like, what is the... Is the Gentleman's Club's, like, Lord Strongheart's office or some shit?
I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's right here. All I've got to do is read
Yes,
it.
Gina, please! Oh.
And I could too. I've got this reading game buttoned up now.
She's like, and I know how to read now, by the way.
My name's Chief Lestrade, and I know how to read.
Can't I show you what I can do? Go on, what's the arm?
Judge hasn't signaled his objection yet. I could try to find out. What should I do?
It doesn't matter. We can try it. We can insist if we want to.
Yeah, why
But
not?
I don't think it matters.
This is a closed court. The proceedings are confidential. There shouldn't be any possibility of the information being leaked. I mean, I wish that's how it worked, Ryan, but sure.
As I explained, there is some possibility of politicians being involved in this affair.
In which case they
Other than me.
In which case they probably already know to stay away from all gentlemen's clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, I feel like at this point, the jig would be up regardless of whether we know which club.
Uh-huh.
They're looking like, okay, don't do any deals in gentlemen's clubs for a while. They're watching them.
The prosecution is rightfully exercising caution, I imagine.
Oh.
No.
But you did
my
5
lord.
seconds ago.
Yeah, I'm confused on this one.
But 5 seconds ago, you just said we can't say it.
No, my lord. The prosecution has no objection.
Oh, he's pissed. Hosmer?
There's no question that Inspector Gregson was looking into these black market dealings. However, it's not yet been established that he was on that particular trail on the day in question. If the defense requires to know the club's name, the prosecution has no intention of being obstructive. I bet he's gonna be like, I don't want it revealed.
Well, yeah.
Right then.
Well, wait, no. I bet she's gonna read it and she can't read it.
Oh, God, that is what's gonna happen.
Which would be fucking hilarious.
I get to show off me reading skills.
Oh, God.
Apparently, the smuggled goods deal was going to happen at a gentleman's club called the Grouse.
Oh, she can't
Does that
read.
mean
Oh, good
anything
for
to
you.
us?
No, not right
No.
now.
I mean, you can
I'm gonna press
it.
it again, yeah. Oh,
A gentleman's club called Hooters.
God damn it.
It was half off
Oh,
fish and
ow.
chips day.
called Applebee's.
Oh.
That's my favorite
ju-
gentleman's club.
The judge is in the audience and he's like, for some reason I have a strong desire to go there.
The Grouse? What sort of a club is that?
I ain't got the foggiest. Clubs ain't exactly my thing. But I am kind of curious.
They're not places where a Fordham student like you would be readily admitted.
Have you looked in the mirror recently? Yeah.
I tell you what. Me and Chief Inspector Toby could go in undercover.
Could you though?
We could wear a trench coat, and I'd put him on my shoulders,
Yeah.
and he would be the inspector, and I'd be the
You
legs.
put a mustache on Toby.
Listen, y'all, I don't know if anyone's hankering for a project for Art for
Yeah,
Stream.
that's a good one.
I would love
That's a good one.
Toby
I
on
like how
Gina's
little-
shoulders.
I like how little hype that would add.
Yeah.
I know.
Toby is quite small as is Gina. That would still not equal what normal size
Gina's face
is.
poking through one of the buttonholes and being like, "Okay, Toby, now tell him that we need to get inside." And Toby is like, "I'm a dog. I can't fucking talk."
It's just like. They're like,
Oh, right,
yes.
oh, right this way, sir.
Welcome,
Thank
sir. Yeah.
Good work, Toby. I could pick out a few good marks and see what else I could find out while I was in there.
Gina, you're not still pickpocketing, remember? Remember? I really don't think you should go picking out anything. Anyway, that's where these black market dealings were going to take place, is it?
Yeah, it's gotta be. That's where the lower ranking detectives at the yard reckon.
Says the even lower ranking detective.
Okay.
I mean, the fact that we got the name feels like... Well, it might be a thing where you just have to keep pressing.
Yeah,
Because
and
I
that
don't think
also
we've
might be
ever
something
heard
comes
that
up.
name.
Yeah.
Again, might be a place we go to later.
Yeah. Coppers weren't onto it yet. So, how had Inspector Gregson come to find out about it in that case?
That's the question, ain't it? But I'm just an apprentice, so...
And why didn't he inform Scotland Yard of his findings?
Yeah, that's what I was asking myself. Because, I'm just an apprentice.
When it suits you, yes.
Anyway, the point is, something went on at that club, no question.
You can't say that for certain, though, surely. There's witnesses that saw the Reaper at the place, too. Alright.
Alright, that's pretty
I
important.
do want to hear about it. And at the very least, this will get us to the end of the thing where they give you a little hint.
Give us a little hinty hint.
Lord Van Zeeks was at the club? Hey, baby.
He was party rocking.
He was. Oh, thanks. Detectives who visited the club yesterday to make inquiries have confirmed it. Several members report having seen the accused being admitted to the room in question as a guest.
Looks like there's no disputing that he was there then.
He had about 5 gin and tonics and then threw up in the bathroom.
Which coincidentally was where they were making the gin.
Well, we know that Lord Van Zeeks was investigating Inspector Gregson, don't we? Perhaps he'd already discovered the inspector's secret notebook.
Which led him to the club, you mean? Maybe. Presumably, then, there are also eyewitnesses who can testify that Gregson was there. Oh, they cannot.
None have been identified at this time.
Okay, so-
Okay, I thought that was a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, okay, so
Interesting.
Gregson was probably already dead at this point, then. Or maybe, I don't know. So the all-important victim wasn't seen at this mysterious club.
Oi! Why aren't you asking Inspector Lestrade here, eh?
So that's all I've got to work with. Gina's not holding back with that ice-cold stare of hers, is she?
I really don't know what to make of all this.
Lord Van Zeeks told us that he was investigating Inspector Gregson. But never once had he mentioned that he met the inspector the day before the incident.
You don't think Lord Van Zeeks could have been lying to us, do you?
That's not the only way to explain this.
Oh,
If everything Lord Van Zeeks has told us is true, then there must be a mistake in the testimony somewhere.
you mean there are details we've yet to uncover?
Exactly. A clue, perhaps, that even Gina hasn't noticed. That's what we should be looking for here. Okay, it's got to be something with the trunk.
Well, I was gonna say, I wonder if the grouse is her misreading something.
Oh, it's
Like,
100% that.
Yeah, like what is?
Can this, we have to click this to open it up, right?
I was gonna attack you again. Don't do it.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, because we didn't actually look in here. Really,
Yeah, we
did
didn't get to. Oh, there's a blade still on this.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's. Do you see that? There's something stuck inside the trunk here. It's glinting.
it's junk.
It looks like a fragment of metal of some sort. But it's wedged in so tightly I can't remove it.
Well, don't cut yourself. You'd better leave it, I think.
And nothing on the bottom of it.
No. Just the normal trunk. Okay. Sogi papers.
What's the Asogi papers say again?
There was something we could click on that though.
We can open it up,
Okay,
which
that's all
I
it
think
was.
we did last trial. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
okay.
looked at this. Let's see here. Bird line. Wait a minute. Introduction on behalf of Mikotaba to Kaden. Okay. Do we look at this?
Oh, that was the
Yeah,
ship.
This is, we asked on the first day. This is just him saying, "Oh, well,
Oh,
So this is how
it looks
Makoto
like
got.
this
Yeah,
is
this
some
is his
sort of
ticket
steamship
from Japan to England, and then he just told us to go see Kate in the back.
The SS Grouse.
Okay.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, okay.
First class cabin 001. Yokohama departure 11.
Sorry.
September. London arrival 1st.
I'm
November.
sorry? Mikotaba did 9/11? I'm sorry?
Good thing Rock Lee was there.
Check, please.
Mikotaba did 9/11? Detectives can't melt steel beams?
Ah.
Wow.
Sorry.
Out banging
God damn it.
chicks and doing a terrorism.
Okay, so he came back 1st of November. That's the boat Professor Mikotaba and Judge Jigoku came on back from Japan, came from Japan with, isn't it?
Yes, I think it called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France for a night before finally arriving in Dover.
So he wasn't at a club, he was investigating this shit.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I think it's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Buria. Seems a shame to not keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think?
Yes, I agree. I have mine safely in my diary.
I keep mine in my wallet, so I have it with me at all times.
Where's my wallet?
Oh, how strange! Where could it have gone?
Are you like this on purpose, Mr. Naruhodo?
She really just said, "Why are you like this?"
Gina stole it, obviously.
Did I imagine it, or was that comment accompanied by a little sigh?
Alright, there we go.
Alright, present that where she says grouse.
We gotcha.
No idea how, I guess if you had looked at that before, maybe the name would have rung a bell. I don't really know how you're supposed to get that otherwise.
Yeah, we should have looked at that. But, yeah. It is a pretty obscure piece of evidence. I've read about these clubs that exist here in Britain. Y'all get up to some wild shit. As I understand it, they're places where well-to-do gentlemen socialize with friends and colleagues.
And
Yeah,
strippers.
sure. Also, today, my character choices, all the characters are going to be eating little cinnamon rolls.
Ooh. Share with the class.
I know, right? Don't imagine for a second that a foreign student like you would be admitted.
I never asked to be.
Seriously, is your mirror cracked or something?
Got him.
Do we know for sure that the contraband dealings were definitely happening at a club called the Grouse?
The police are currently looking for evidence, but haven't found anything definitive.
Wait a minute, this also calls into question if they have witnesses from this club called the Grouse that say that Van Zieks has been there, but the Grouse isn't actually a club, or unless they're saying that it is also a club, but that would just be... Anyways, whatever. Maybe they'll tell us. And I'm sorry to say...
Oh, so maybe Van Zieks thought they meant the club, and that's why he was there,
Yeah.
while Gregson was in fact on the boat, the Grouse.
And I'm sorry to say that they probably won't.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that the place Inspector Gregson was secretly going to visit on 31st October may not have been a gentleman's club at all.
You're showing a very irreverent attitude towards our country's police force there.
I do that to all police forces. Hey,
Because I'm based.
If it wasn't a gentleman's club, then what was it?
A steamship.
You think it's a ship?
I have the evidence to prove it. Right here.
Let me see that. This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy.
No, the other side. The other side, my lord.
Be more specific next
Oh,
time.
eat a dick.
Ah, this would appear to be a ticket for passage upon a steamship, yes? The SS Grouse.
The SS Groose, my favorite Legend of Zelda character.
No! No!
I thought you liked Groose, Wes.
I hate that video game.
Well,
Zach.
yeah, everyone hates that video. Nobody likes that game, truly.
I do. I do.
That's fine, Pridge.
Like, it's
Yeah,
it's
can-
probably the worst 3D Zelda.
Okay,
I
at least we
just
can
still
agree
like,
on that. But everybody likes Groose.
I just still like it.
No, yeah, you can still like it. I just,
It's the worst. It's the worst 3D Zelda. I'm not gonna fight that, but I still think it's a
Yeah.
good game.
Yeah, I guess Groose is fine. This
Groose
makes me think.
Groose is fantastic.
So there's a steamship named the Grouse that happens to share a name with the club. But I'm afraid to say, there's a flaw in your logic there.
How?
Look at the ticket. Notice the date of arrival in port.
No, it's not his ticket. It's just proving that there's a ship. Oh, is it leaving?
The ship arrived. No, it wouldn't have been here yet.
Oh, fuck.
The ship arrived at the port of Dover on 1st November.
Remember where it stopped right before?
In France.
In France.
Which is where he-
Where do we have a
Oh,
passport
God.
Mm-hmm.
from
He was-
Gregson about?
He was murdered in France.
He was murdered in France and put in a refrigerator on a boat and taken back here.
A boat could. Oh, that makes sense. A boat could have a big enough refrigerator.
Wow.
Big brains
All
on
right,
this
listen-
stream.
We thought we
Damn.
had a bad steam trade ship experience. We thought the closet was bad. At least we weren't in a freezer and dead.
The day on which the sound like a gunshot was heard on Fresno Street.
God damn it. Twitch chat, again, y'all love running jokes and I appreciate this. Red Fox said, I hate the French boat refrigerators, which did get flagged. And Rainbow the Dragon Cat also said, I hate the French murder in this case. Very good. Very good.
Amazing.
In other words, on the day in question here, 31st October, when the victim was on his clandestine mission, that ship hadn't yet docked on British shores.
Actually, by pointing this out, we effectively prove that our client could not have committed the murder. Because he would still be in the country. And they have evidence, they have witnesses stating that he is in the country. Oh, let's fucking get his ass right now, come on.
I wish proving my client innocent meant anything in these
Yeah.
games, or else I'd share your enthusiasm.
Yeah,
Zach.
you're right, Cridge, you're
But I
right.
realized that doesn't mean anything.
That would certainly make an undercover investigation somewhat challenging.
The fact that the steamship hadn't yet reached Britain substantiate the defense's assertion that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on the day in question.
Then show your evidence for that last
I
assertion.
will. Very well.
Okay. Oh, fuck, he's calling my bluff.
In that case, counsel for the defense, present your evidence to the court now. Evidence that substantiates your claim that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on 31st October.
Oh, that's not the passport. Is the passport only in
I
here?
think it's.
I
I think it's the next one. Look at the next.
Oh.
Oh,
piece of
yeah.
evidence.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
Good call. I was about to be like, do we have to present the trunk and then
Yeah,
let us
that would
choose
be
the thing in the trunk? But now we have the
annoying.
passport separately. Good call.
You're like, point out where in this trunk is the evidence.
And then which page of this passport proves?
It's only one page!
Which page, damn it? I have to know.
What's this? A passport for travel issued to the victim. dated 31st October. What are you suggesting?
I'll give you one guess.
You literally just asked me to prove that he was on this ship. This is the proof, you dipshit.
I'm suggesting that just one day before the inspector's body was discovered, there's a distinct possibility that he wasn't even in the country. Oh, now you shouldn't have said distinct possibility, because they're gonna be like, my mother.
Order! Order! This document is for passage to France. It does appear to have been officially authorized.
The day before the SS Grouse arrived at Dover, it docked on the northern coast of France for a night.
According to my father, who was on board, at the port of Dunkirk.
Yo, did your father kill? Did your father kill Gregson?
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Did Jigoku kill Gregson?
Oh god.
I
Oh god.
I don't know, man. Those are the only two people that we are aware of that were there. So
That's interesting.
No, it's fuck. Okay.
I mean, it would make sense because there's a possibility that Gregson was doing something
Look,
that would
if Wes's joke
undermine.
If Wes's joke for Professor was Professor Mikotama actually comes true, I will Venmo you $5.
I have a very strong theory that I won't share for now, but
Okay.
it's
I feel
because it will
like, I feel like it
predispose us
probably
to believing that.
I feel like I'm gonna think it was Jigoku.
I think it is Jigoku. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but if it is Professor Mikotama, I will Venmo you $5, Wes.
Yeah. All right. I hope that's what I officially think it is because I want that to be true. Dunkirk, France. What could possibly have taken the victim there? I'm impressed, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I certainly didn't expect you to get your hands on that passport.
What? You mean you knew about this?
I wouldn't be much of a prosecutor if I didn't hide evidence, would I?
I do love, again, this whole thing is just Kazuma playing Strongheart so fucking hard because he wants to nail his ass too. It's very good.